We are all trying to find ways to manage the volume of traffic that hits the inbox of our email accounts, but taking extra time to show respect for your readers' time can be a great time investment. Too many email writers fail to prompt action because the email's organization and layout require unnecessary reader effort that wastes readers' time. Saving time for your recipients leads to their viewing all of your email more favorably. When you click Send on your email to Ronald, you are competing with many other sources for Ronald's attention. He has email coming from colleagues, from vendors, from his favorite restaurant, and from his Aunt Frida. How are you going to prompt Ronald to give your email more than a glance? How are you going to keep him from deleting your email altogether? If you have a reputation for sending messages that are sensitive to your reader's schedule, you can continue to win your recipient's time. Here is your business communication target for this tutorial. Observe email practices that respect your reader's time. What are some email practices that show respect for your recipient's time? First, reply quickly. If the sender expects a response, and if you need more than a couple of minutes to craft your response, at least reply with a short message acknowledging that you have received the email and letting the sender know that a full response will take longer. Not only does a late response keep the sender from moving forward with a task, but it also requires more time for the reader who may need a memory refresher concerning the details of that topic. A quick response respects your reader's time. Second, be selective with whom you send your message to. Ask yourself whether only one member of a group needs the message instead of all of the members. If you believe that the IT development department needs to know something, perhaps you should send the message only to the representative you have been working with instead of to the entire department. Do you really need to copy your boss and your boss's boss on that email that you're sending? Perhaps, but make sure that you're being considerate of your superior's time. And by all means, use reply all conservatively. As more people receive an initial email, the possibility of reply all abuse becomes greater because there are more recipients who have the opportunity to reply all. Third, tell your recipients the nature of your message. This point is true for only certain kinds of messages. If the message is only for the recipient's information and does not require action, say so at the beginning. For another kind of situation, it may be that you have access to several kinds of email lists within your organization, but that your message does not apply to everybody. In that case, state up front who may ignore the message. For example, if you are not participating in this quarter's marketing strategy re-evaluation, you may ignore this message. I'd like to place special emphasis on this fourth point. Make your message clear and complete. Do the legwork for your readers so that they don't have to. Now, if too many details would clutter your message and obscure your key points, let your readers know how they can access more details, perhaps even by including a link to those additional details. How often have you received an email that was confusing or incomplete, prompting you or another recipient to ask for clarification? The original sender had to take time to send another email. By the way, that message is also a weakened message because part of the message was in the first email and part of the message was in the follow-up email. You can see how saving your recipient's time can increase your organization's productivity. If you write a message that prompts questions asking for clarification, your original, ineffective message can cripple the entire department for a few minutes if you and the recipients are in the same department. On the other hand, you help to enhance the productivity of your department when you make your email clear and complete. The amount of time that you take in handling correspondence might increase temporarily when you start taking the time to craft time-saving messages, but eventually the time to direct email traffic should decrease, not only for your recipients, but for you as well.